Trump.
We need steady hands, not a president who says he's neutral on Monday, pro-Israel on Tuesday, and who knows what on Wednesday, because everything's negotiable. Well, my friends, Israel's security is non-negotiable.
Obviously, that riled up the crowd. I want to bring back our panel. Tammy Bruce, Christian Whiten, Ron Meyer, and Steve Rogers, Lieutenant Steve Rogers with us. Christian, let me just go out to you. This is your bailiwick, if you will. What should our position be with respect to, we know everyone's going to take a hard line with ISIS. I think that goes without saying. But with respect to trying to bring peace to Israel and find some sort of way of negotiating or helping to negotiate a deal between Israel and Palestine.
Well, there's a problem with Trump and, frankly, with AIPAC, the group that's being addressed, and Hillary Clinton. It is that focus on a two-state solution. This is the white whale of diplomacy, something that every president since Carter has tried to effect. And it's like Lucy with her football, to use another analogy. It just isn't ever going to work. Listen, Donald Trump thinks he's an excellent negotiator. Being a good negotiator means understanding the interests of your party and the counterparty.
Christian, are you saying, I'm sorry, Christian, are you saying there is no solution?
I'm saying that the idea that solving Israel-Palestine somehow solves the Middle East is just this failed leftover policy, and just to sign up for it is wrong. I mean, if you look at what the Palestinians are today, they don't want peace. Part of their government is controlled by Hamas. They have Hezbollah and Iran in their corner. Those people don't want peace with Israel. And if you predicate all of Middle East peace on that, it's never going to happen. It's also wrong. I mean, look at where jihadism is growing. It's growing in Europe. ISIS is now sort of the center of jihadism. Al-Qaeda is still there. You have Al-Shabaab. You have a number, just a laundry list of other jihadist groups. And just by focusing narrowly on Israel-Palestine, it really plays into the hands of the Islamists.
Tammy, you say you agree?
Well, yeah, I think this is the problem is what people saw even with the Gaza Strip, the establishment of that. A lot of people said that's going to become a man-pad for terrorism. That's exactly what happened. Ethnically, there is no difference between the so-called Palestinians and the average Arab. You want a second state? It's Jordan. It's Saudi Arabia. It's Iraq. You have ethnic differences with the Persians, with the Kurds, but the people there in the Gaza Strip are Arabs. So, I mean, this is an interesting kind of shiny squirrel, if you will, when it comes to the nature of what's occurring there. Israel is the size of Connecticut. When you look at the nature of the landmass of the Middle East, the idea that there has to be another state right there is, I think, just a political argument. It's an argument for those Arabs, and especially for Hamas, the terrorist groups as well that are funded and supported by Iran, as a way in to kind of squeeze Israel even more. The issue has to be an end to terrorism and making sure Israel is safe in the process of this dynamic, not this two-state solution argument.
So you say there should never be a two-state solution?
Well, I think that there's multiple states already and Israel.
Jordan is already the Palestinian.
Well, it's again, there is no ethnic Palestinian. They're Arabs. Right. They're exactly as the Jordans, as the Jordanians, as the Saudis. And so people get this idea that the Palestinians are some kind of displaced ethnic minority. No, they're not.
Steve?
We need to defend Israel at all costs. And when I say all costs, I even mean, Charles, if it comes to military might. The fact of the matter is, with regard to Hillary Rodham Clinton, if she betrayed Israel, she has not denounced that Iranian deal. She supports that Iranian deal. She betrayed the nation of Israel. And I believe, I've talked to Donald Trump's close friends. He is a man who never turns his back on a friend. He will not turn his back on Israel. Believe me, he will not do that. Or I wouldn't be sitting here supporting him.
But tonight's his opportunity to sound presidential. This is the moment, regard how he answers that neutral comment of his. But this is not one of his rallies. This is a presidential event. It's a great opportunity for him.
All right, guys, listen, we're going to bring in the rest of the panel. We're waiting for Donald Trump.